Well, hi, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
Welcome back to TNT Gaming, everybody.
Going to Orxon.
So, we're going to Orxon.
Were we confused on this planet?
Eventually. Well, we were...
Oh, we did the skip. Yeah.
We were... I would say, I would say there's a skip later on in this one, because...
I just remember us being confused for a small period of time. And then it was like, wait a minute. Yeah. So you got to see all that. That's really exciting. It is.
I'm not sure what we're talking about anymore. I would say...
So we run around and miss where we need to go.
Well, but I thought you meant like we were confused about that we had to go to Orxon, but I was like, no, we just...
No, I'm talking about on the planet Orxon.
Yeah, no, on the planet, yeah,
listen, Taylor, listen, how could you? How rude of you. Wow.
So... but yeah, no, we actually, I think we really like this planet because we actually got to be Clank and not Ratchet because there's,
Are you telling me that you don't like these people? What are you trying to say?
No, I like playing as Ratchet, but it's just fun, different mechanics and whatnot. So it's good to do this one. Yeah, I started off with Clank.
Cool. Now I can make fun of you.
Yeah. Awesome. No, it is kind of fun that I think a lot of the skips tend to be because usually I'm the one who can't get it right.
I was trying to say it as a joke. I wasn't trying to actually mean. Taylor, you're ruining my fun. Gosh. Stop being such a fun ruiner. What's wrong with you?
So, yeah, I go around, we collect a couple of things at first.
You forget those barrels that you nuked with the explosion. Just,
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
There we go.
For me, most of the time, I remember I triggered a lot of the TNT just because I tend to have a tendency to blow up from it. So I was like, yeah, let's avoid this by just...
Would you call yourself a pyro, Taylor?
I try not to be.
So yes. The answer is yes. You want to be.
I suppose I understand the allure of the flame, and I just simply think to myself, no, I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah,
we saw this thing, and we were like, what is this thing?
We figured it out. You figured it out too, audience. Don't worry. It's not a big deal.
You probably already know if you're watching this.
No. They're as confused as we are. Oh, man, I was hoping you'd walk into it. And everybody answer.
Well, that was the thing, is we find out later on that it was like, even he walks into it and things happen.
We didn't know.
We had no idea. Yeah,
we couldn't know better, Taylor.
I was like, yes, the gadget bots. So I like the gadget bots. So,
Murder. Operation Murder.
Have you watched Deadpool 2 by any chance?
Nope.
Okay.
I was the first one, so.
And that was when I found out I was like, they can't go up or down.
Yeah, that was rough.
So,
I assume you have?
Yes, I saw it the other day.
What did you think?
I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting because my wife and I saw it and she said, "Oh yeah, I remember." I tried to get them to go to the other one, and then they went up there, and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Okay, then I guess that's how that works."
And they were like, "Enter," and they won't do it, and we're like, "Ah."
So, no, I actually kind of thought Deadpool 2 was interesting. My wife said she liked the first one more. And I can see that. I mean, it's a lot of sequels. Most people say they like the first one more than the sequels and whatnot. But when I saw it, I thought to myself that it's hard. I felt to compare the two of them as one is a sequel to the other one, because for me the videos the first one was so they had no budget. They were just trying to get a video out, and they were doing what they could to make it work. But because it was so, people were like, "Oh, this is really popular, this is fun and whatnot." When they decided to do the sequel, it was like, "Well, here's a bunch of money."
Yeah, well, so that's what always happens in Hollywood.
Well, that was my thing. Is when I saw that, and that was actually, I read online that the guy who directed the first one left, to go do some other stuff because he said that because they now had more money and whatnot. It was creative differences because he wanted to do another movie that was small, the first one. Course. But everybody else was like, no, we've got the money now. And I just noticed there's a ledge over there.
Yeah, that's why I told you to go up there.
I meant
Charybdis, and it was and you didn't know what Charybdis was, and I was disappointed.
And then you mentioned the Odyssey, and I was just like, oh, that's right, that's the big
that's the whirlpool thing.
The whirlpool at it.
Yeah, I was mad though. I figured you would know.
To be honest, I don't recall the name of it, ever getting the name or anything
Scylla
like that.
and Charybdis, it's very clearly mentioned.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I was saying...
No, you're telling me I'm lying.
There are so many books that I've read and whatnot.
I doubt it. I can only name 2 books you've read.
Really? What 2
My
books?
book and The Odyssey.
What's your book?
Your
rule book?
Whatever.
I was saying the rule book for one of your games. I remember I read that.
That's like a book.
Yeah,
There's
sort of.
Book in it.
So, Anyway, I liked the second one, but I looked at it because I thought to myself, I was like, I think the way that they like, it's hard to compare. Like, and I realize that now with a lot of sequels because I've been, I've complained about sequels and whatnot before, and I think I've realized to myself, I was like, oh, I think what it actually is the now that they got more money, they're trying to do other things. They're trying to take,
pretty typical, right?
and whatnot. But I still thought it was a great movie. I don't know if I would say one was better than the other. I look at them now as kind of like two separate movies.
That's worrying.
So
I mean, I really like the first Pitch Perfect, and then I saw the second one. I was like, this sucked. I did not like the second Pitch Perfect.
The first one. I'm trying to think. I saw the second one.
I saw the second one. I was like, yes.
The second one was the second one was okay.
It didn't have the same charm. It wasn't the same.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same. It was the same problem.
Certainly it wasn't the same. But
yeah, and that was my problem. Is I wanted it to be similar, and it just was like, no, we're not gonna bother.
The only movie I can think of that does that was 22 Jump Street. I don't know if you ever saw it.
I have not, but I've heard really good things.
22 Jump Street is fantastic, but in 21 they make comments about because they do the 21 Jump Street and then they go and then they're in like their interview.
Do I need to watch 21 Jump Street to enjoy 22 Jump Street?
No, you could see them separately, but if you watch the first one, there are other jokes in the second one that become like more appealing.
Yeah.
Because like they had this one where what was it? They first show up and like they're getting like debriefed on like what they're supposed to be doing and whatnot, and the guy says like, all right, this is what you're doing. You're going to a school and you're taking care of a drug problem. You're doing the exact same thing you did on your first mission. And they're like, oh well, we can do the exact same thing. We'll just do it better. And he says, no, god damn it, listen to me. Do the exact same thing that you did in the first one. So he's being very meta, like just do the same movie again.
Yeah.
And that's actually kind of what they do. They add some stuff to it still that makes it like kind of unique to its own, but they also do a lot of other like, oh, here's like some fun stuff that we did with it to make fun of ourselves in the first one. So that's why like you can watch the first one and the second one separately, or you just simply, if you watch the first one, the second one becomes better, which is kind of what I feel a little bit with like Deadpool 2 and whatnot. I feel like you could do the same thing with Deadpool 2.
So, Deadpool as well?
I think yeah, say Deadpool and Deadpool 2. Deadpool and Deadpool 2. I think you could, if you watch the first one, you don't have to watch the first one to enjoy the second one, but if you do, you get more. There are more jokes and whatnot to enjoy. So,
watch as we attempt to try.
I was going to say, oh yes, we have more doors to figure out and whatnot.
Yeah,
this is the problem. I think this was where we ran into some kind of problem. I don't remember what it was now.
I mean, define we here. I mean, that's really the question.
Yeah,
right?
I was the one playing and whatnot. God. So yeah, sure.
I mean, this part's great. The answer is pretty obvious, and we're like, all right. Okay, we're gonna make them all follow. We'll make him wait, and then we'll make them follow.
Guys, yeah.
And it's like, oh no!
And then he comes off. I do remember that thinking to myself. I was like, oh, why?
So good. Classic. Attack me.
And then it was like, no, I gotta get the right one.
Yeah, and then you do it like correctly immediately here. I think.
Yeah, I just stand on it, and I'm just kind of like, all right, follow.
Yep, follow me.
Or enter, or
whatever.
Follow. Whatever. I did one of them. So yeah, then we got it here, and then I do this one, and I have them wait.
I hope we argue at that point. I hope we argued a little bit. It's always better when we argue.
I say conflict always tends to be the thing that like drives the story usually.
No, cars drive in stories. Got him. Boom. Nailed it. Up your dad joke level, Taylor. What's wrong with you?
I remember what happens. I remember now what happens.
Yeah, me too.
I say, you've known for a while, haven't you?
Look,
I had forgotten. I had completely forgotten what was the problem. I thought I ran into something that I couldn't solve or something, and then I had to come back for it. But now I remember now what happens. Or I died or something, and then it was just like, oh wait, no, it's actually something completely different. So,
beep 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 beep. Oh man. Alright. There.
But actually for Deadpool 2, rather enjoyable. I said I hope people watch it. It's rather fun, and it still follows. Yeah, it follows a bunch of stuff from the original, and it's similar enough. Cable's pretty fun, and I was impressed with my comic knowledge. I was rather surprised at some points when I was like, oh, I think this is this, and then it turned out to be that. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool.
They zigged it when you thought they were gonna zag.
No, like they zigged it when I thought they were gonna zig it.
Oh, that's not exciting.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
it
this
just
is
froze.
what ends up happening.
It freezes for a little bit.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it freezes. Not to say, but it comes back at some point.
Yeah, but we're still here, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
You
so-
can never leave us. I guess you could. Don't do that.
So now we'll skip ahead to where the actual play starts up again. So we'll see you guys in a moment.
Yeah, see you in a moment.
And welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, boom.
So here we
skip
are.
ahead of movie magic.
Skip ahead a little bit.
It's kind of like movie magic, but this is not a movie, and also it was not terribly magical. And Taylor forgot to break his box on the side, so really, who's the real loser?
I would say, yeah. I'm sure you can figure out what we actually did.
I bet
So-
I bet I rag on you for it too. I 100% rag on you. I'm walking on sunshine. Oh man, you should have walked through the whole time. You
you
should have walked
the whole
way.
thing.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh god, man, we're so white. All right, all right, come on. You know.
I
what
was
to do.
watching Whose Line Is It Anyway, where the Wayne Brady sings with one of the guys from Boys to Men.
Yeah.
And one of the other contestants on it, who also happens to be white, is there as well. And so the Wayne Brady and the other guy and the guy from Boys to Men are singing very passionately, deep and soulful. And then the white guy just simply he goes like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'll be over here," and just walks away to let the two of them like sing and whatnot.
That's rough.
Oh God.
Bop. Yep, that's right, nerd.
All right, and
All
then
them
what?
gems.
Let's see. Man, this is fun. I forget at times what happens and whatnot because I remember we go through here, and I think I even mentioned I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, there's like a small little room or something," and it turns out there's
It wasn't at
nothing
all.
Because
This is it. I mean, there is a small
there's
room.
this one which has nothing in it. You know, another missed
There's
opportunity.
boots.
But yeah,
Those are the boots.
those are the boots we've been trying to get at.
Go to the boots.
And
Go to the boots.
I get there eventually. I'll get there.
It's a couple years.
It doesn't take a couple of years.
Couple years.
But here's our Magna boots. So, and I remember, yeah, we were like, yeah,
And
we
then
got the
joke
Magna
about what
boots.
it looks
and-
like on him, and I don't need to say any of that, but you can imagine.
I don't remember that joke actually.
Well, I might have been just thinking it.
There are so many things that we miss out on because we don't have the audio.
Or
I say,
see,
well, the audience.
maybe you're
and
not a
whatnot.
mind reader, but I am. I told you all about how I can read minds.
So I remember we did this, and then we
And then-
decided we were going to
yeah.
keep on going because we were like, yeah, let's take a look and see what else there
No,
is.
What do you mean?
Maybe there's an oxygen mask or something as well, because that was the thing we needed. We needed an O2 mask for Ratchet so he can join us.
No,
and go
Ratchet's
through all
lame.
of this.
We want to punish him for being an emo teenager by ending it here.